Hello, my lovelies. Turn that down a little bit, guys. So, I'm kind of uberly fed up right now. Still not low enough. Thank you. I've kind of reached my limit, and I don't know if I'm actually going to end up staying here for the full year that I was planning on taking. At this particular moment, I'm so fed up. I'm thinking about selling the trailer as is and just getting the fuck out of here. I did not know when I moved to this area that ants and flies and ticks were so bad. Lilia just came in from walking back from her friend's house 3 trailers down. She came in and she was eating an apple, and I just happened to glance up at her, and she had a black mark on her face. And I said, Lilia, come here. Come here. She comes over, and she had a tick right here on her face. Thankfully, it hadn't bitten her yet, because I was able to grab the tweezers and it started actually crawling. So I was like, all right, it hadn't bitten her yet. So I grabbed it and I put it in the sink. And I went over to the sink a little while later, and there it is, just crawling back up. I said, oh, you little... And I took the sprayer and I sprayed it down into the drain. After I killed it, of course. I'm so over it. I'm so fed up. Like, I can't even... Like, the ants have gotten a lot better because we've cleaned, we've sprayed, we've, you know... It just... I guess from the previous... whatever, they had kids that would stuff things down the vents, and the ants were going after those. The ants, I mean, I see them few and far between now, but the ticks and the flies, oh my god, and the mosquitoes, they're horrible here in this area, and it's because there's a lake. If you were to go out of my trailer park, make a right, and then make another right, and then follow that like around down this road, and then make a right, another right. There's a huge lake right there. And from what I understand, on this side of the lake, mosquitoes and flies and everything, I won't even walk through the woods to go to the post office anymore, because the last time I did, I came back and I had 2 ticks on me. 2! And I wasn't even like walking through brush or anything. There's a path. And now I can handle, you know, lice. You know, if my girls hang around other kids that have it or whatever, I can handle that because they're easy to get rid of. I can handle ants. I can handle flies. I can handle all kinds of bugs. I'm not one of those, oh my god, it's a bug, holy shit kind of girls. But ticks scare the shit out of me. Because you never know which one's going to bite you that has Lyme disease. I actually thought that I had it because 4th of July, we went over the previous owners of this trailer's house, and my legs got eaten the fuck up. Like, I got mosquito bites like crazy. It was just a bad day. Their one little girl had a tick by her ear. My friend Jay, that you guys, I've talked about him and stuff. He found several on his son, because he was there too, and he just coughed, Holly. And I looked down at my leg the other day. Thankfully, it's gone. And I just saw this mark on my leg about this big, and it didn't look like a mosquito bite. It didn't look like, you know. So I'm sitting there freaking out, thinking it's going to be, you know, I thought I got bit by a tick or something. Thankfully, by like the next day, it had started to fade, and now it's completely gone. Because if it would have been like the bullseye, it would have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger instead of just completely vanishing. But this area, I'm so... Like, I never had to worry about this shit growing up. We didn't have ticks. The most we had to worry about was lice. You know? And, I mean, I don't remember... But apparently my dad has said that we lived in some places that had some roaches, like bad, and that's why we ultimately moved, but I don't remember because I was so young. I was maybe like Julia's and Holly's age, which large chunks of my memory are missing. I don't know why. I have no idea. I mean, I know I know why a certain point of my life is missing. Julia. She's jumping up and down. And that just made me dizzy. But I'm just so frustrated. I've only been here since April, and I'm already ready to friggin' just go. Like, I can't take it. Like, I'm seriously thinking, no, Julia! No. Get over there. I'm seriously just thinking about selling the trailer as is and just fucking leaving. Because the new owners, if I'm going to stay, I have to sign my new lease by August 1st. But if I'm going to leave, I have to be out by July 31st, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't really know. There we go. My computer just did fucking weird. Another thing I'm fed up with is Dave. Yes. We've gotten into some nasty blowouts. Okay, take him out. I told him today, you need to stop making the comments because it's stressing me out having you live here. He's like, what did I say? I didn't say nothing. And I'm like, you know, I don't remember specifically what he said, but I'm just like, you need to stop. You need to fucking stop. And I don't go anywhere. I don't leave my house. I stay here with the girls. I never do anything. And a friend of mine came down to see me from Boston, as you guys know from a video the other day. And I had told him like a week and a half prior that he was coming down, and I asked him, actually, he was supposed to come down Memorial Day weekend. And when I asked Dave if he would mind watching the girls for me, he said, yeah, no, sure, it's no problem, I'll watch them for you. And then when I asked him again about, because I said, listen, I don't know, I'm not dating anybody or anything, I'm not even talking to anyone right now, but I wasn't sure, you know, if this would be weird or not, but I said, you know, if by chance I ended up getting a date or something, would you mind watching the girls? And he's like, I don't care, I'll watch them. So I met someone for drinks, not last Sunday, the Sunday before or something like that. It was the week before Mike came down. And I was gone for 2 hours. That was a train wreck. And so he thought that was a wash. The whole deal that we had was he would stay here, you know, in exchange for helping me with the remodel. I'd buy his cigarettes and pay his cell phone bill. And that would be in exchange for him working on the house instead of me hiring a contractor and shelling out all kinds of fucking money for labor and stuff. I'm like, so what? And he like started like freaking out about, you know, I'm not going to be your babysitter, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I never fucking leave the house. One time I want to go out with a friend of mine who's coming down from Boston. He's just jealous. But anyway, we got into this huge blowout. I was like, listen, you think that anybody else is going to put up with your shit? You get another thing coming. I said, your mom disowned you because of the way you are. Jay refuses to let you live with him again because of Michelle. And Joey and Linda are not going to let you stay there because of what your brother did to Linda and Chris. I'm like, so you've really got nowhere to go. Keep disrespecting me and see what happens. He ended up coming home. Anyway, the day that Mike came down, and I told him that he was definitely coming down, he suddenly had to go over to Joey's. Like, he suddenly just had to go. And I'm like, it seems awful funny to me that I've been telling you for like a week and a half that Mike was coming down, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go out. So we get into this huge fight, and it's just, did he go? Julia, did he go? Julia, close the door all the way. I have the air conditioners on. What? Goodness. He's not going to come over here unless I tell him to. We're having a stare down. Anyway, so it's becoming really tense and really aggravating, and at this point, I don't really know what I want to do. I think that it might be beneficial for me to start looking into possibly selling the trailer and getting out of here, because I can't do it. I can't do this shit anymore. It's the bugs, the friggin' fleas, not the fleas, the ticks, the flies, the ants, the mosquitoes. Oh, here comes Lil. Alrighty. I'm so fed up. I'm so fed up. Like, I can't even. Ah! My crochet is over here. He's not going to wipe his nasty body all over it. Why is it every time you go outside you stink? You go out smelling good and you come in and you stink.
I'm smelling. What? Dog.
Yeah, I know. Can you go shut the faucet off for the washer, please? That's another thing. This friggin' washer, it's one of those ones you hook up to the sink, and there's something inside either the washer or the faucet where when it gets to a certain point in the wash cycle, it makes my faucet explode. Like, literally, like, we have electrical tape around the friggin' faucet because it's exploded so badly that it's just, oh my god, this place is, I'm like so fed up. I'm frustrated, I'm fed up, and I can't. I don't know what to do right now, and I have a lot of thinking that I have to do. But anyway, I'm still staying positive. I'm still, thinking, everything's gonna be fine or whatever. But right now, I am frustrated beyond fucking belief. Like, I can't even. What is all this stuff? Alrighty. Just found random papers that I didn't even know I had. But anyway, so I'm gonna go.
I need to hang out this friend.
I don't know. Anyway. Finding that tick on her face is just, and I called Holly home and I said, I'm checking all three of you right now because I'm not going to have you guys getting Lyme disease because these fucking ticks in this area. I'm so done. I'm so frustrated and I can't take it anymore. So, stay tuned. Talk to you guys later. Be well, be safe. Bye.